Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Niners are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Henry out of the pistol. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught by Smith. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw is Namath.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. On second down and 4.
Namath
eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
from the gun is Namath.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Richard Seymour there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 45 on second down, Namath. He finds his man, complete. That's Hope. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 45 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
Derrick Henry all alone. The 30. 10. 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Derrick Henry, 75 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now Folk for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Folk out there now to kick this one off.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he's got room. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Namath to throw.
It's caught by OBJ. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a handoff to Henry. They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit, and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Off the play fake, it's Namath.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give to Henry. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
Justin Jefferson.
As the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now Namath.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught. But sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
This returnable for Cup. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
On 2nd and 9, Namath.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Touchdown!
Cooper Kupp,
76 yards. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
And Namath going to throw for it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Justin Jefferson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes this a 9-point game. now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He finds his man, complete. It's Holt, and he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
To throw, Namath.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
7 yards, the pickup there.
From the 38,
Namath.
and he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Namath. They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. On the handoff, it's Akers.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Throwing is Namath.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Lance Allworth
There to make the grab. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now he's going to throw deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On first down, Hurts.
Escape, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off near the 42. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.